Welcome back. Got a nice little rain going on today. It's going to help our flowers out. Nice, huh? What we got is that light up there. If you remember, I took down a light that wasn't functional. I don't know if you can even see it. So we got just the wires hanging out. We're going to put a light fixture up. Well, I went to a garage sale, and it was about 2 years ago. I bought this light fixture. I think it was $10, and it's a 9 watt, and yeah, 461 lumens, 50,000 hours. The box was a little damaged, but for $10 I thought, it looked like it was there. Let's see if I can remember. Yeah, it's not too bad looking. Got a full cover, and it appears that it mounts vertical like this. And we got our standard hardware. And what I got is this light up here. It works. It seems nice and bright, but it's kind of loose on the wall. And the lens is kind of icky on it. I'm going to clean that up. Well, why not put this up here and take this one that's a little smaller and a little uglier and put it up there where it's used once a year. So I think I'm going to take this apart, and we're going to install the new light fixture right here. You take some of these accessories down. Nice thing to do on this rain day, right? Well, that's on there with a screw. It's just an old thermometer. It's 65 degrees out. Pretty nice, temperature wise. How did this come off? Oh, it's just paint and crap on this lens, and it's a little bit, I don't know, discolored. These are LEDs, so that's good. Take our center nut off. See what we got. I'm in the midst of painting the house. I haven't painted on the porch yet, so it's a good time to do that. So the whole thumb wheel come out. Put right here in that little mailbox. Got some buggies behind here. I'm going to pop off some screws and things, pull this mailbox off, pull this down. We'll paint this wall. I might do it today. So we got a ground, hot and neutral, and of course the flathead slotted screwdriver. The power, I just had the switch off. Nobody's going to turn the switch on during the day for me. And I might reuse this, or I might put the new screw kit on because it'll have Phillips instead of these. I don't know why this is so low. It should be up 2 more feet, but it is what it is. We're just going to deal with it. Makes it easier when you need to work on it. You don't need a ladder. But normally they're up roughly the top height of the door. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they weren't thinking, right? Get all this stuff out of the way, because what we're going to do first is take this one down and not put one up yet until I paint. And I'm going to paint a little later. Good thing to do in the rain. So we got our neutral and hot. Everything looks good in there. And they had the ground to that, but the ground is laying in here. Is it hooked to anything? It's not even hooked to anything. That's a good way to wire that, guys. Don't do it like that. Look at that. Smart. So we'll just take our wire nuts off. Yeah. I might use Wagos or something. we're taking this down. We know it works. We're going to head upstairs and put it on a painted wall. Actually, I'll just put the wire nuts back on there. Stuff it in the box. This mailbox is handy to throw my junk in. And I think I'll just take all my parts with me here. Put that back in there so we can paint over this. There, we're good with that. Now, like I said, I'll pull off some hardware and then start painting out here. And I think I'll do this today. I haven't decided what color ceiling I want to paint. I think I want to do something other than green on everything. And I think I'm going to pick probably a gray, because I think it was Home Depot had somebody mixed up 5 gallons of gray and they didn't like the color and they were able to return it, and that's kind of odd. And I got it for like, I forgot what I got it for. I don't know if it's $20. I don't remember. What it was a deal, but it's like a gray. That would be good to paint this ceiling and probably the other ceiling on the other porch and maybe the carport area. So let's head upstairs and we'll put that light up. Oh, we got the tiger and the squirrel out here. How you guys doing? What you doing? Remember, Tiger's a climber. He likes to climb. Yeah, you want to go play, but see, the grass is all wet. If they go out, they're going to come back all nasty, and then they got to lick themselves dry, take half the afternoon. We'll wait till it dries off a little bit, Tig. What do you think, squirrel? So what I got my light fixture up here, and I forgot the wire nuts. I got to go get a couple wire nuts, and we're going to put the unit up there. Alright, I'm just going to use the wire nuts I took off downstairs, because I think I'm going to use like the Wagos there. And there is room to push these back in. The ground wire comes out to that screw right there, so what I like to do is take the wire ground that comes with it, loop it over the screw, and it holds the weight of your light, which in this case doesn't weigh anything, and it also grounds it. Tighten that up. Good little projects to do on a rain day, you know. Stay under there. I don't know if it stayed under there. It's not super bright out here. Let's see, did it? Yeah, it's under there. Okay. White to white, black to black. Difficult, right? We use a wire nut, snug as a bug, and push her back in. Get her all the way in there. Yeah, the painting project's going pretty good. It's just, you know, a whole house this size, 2-story angles. It's a lot of labor. That's why I didn't want to hire it done. I don't usually hire much of anything done. But the previous owners painted it the brown, whatever color it was prior to that, probably still brown. But they painted it just before they sold it. And so, before I bought it, and they paid the neighbor, which is a professional painter, I don't know how much, right? Probably a lot, because it's taken me quite a while, and then you got weather to deal with. And in my case, I'm using a lift, and so if you were renting a lift, you got to pay for the days it rains too, you know. So this goes this way, this way. Yeah, it's an ugly light. Why? It don't matter. We're not out here very often. I'm hoping to come out here and sit a little bit, but everybody's busy, you know. It's a cute little option on the house to have a little deck off your bedroom, but and get this tight enough. I might have to get a pair of pliers probably. Yep. Go get a pair of pliers. Should have just brought the little tool chest up. Alright, let's try the switch before we put our cover on. Does it work? Yay! So now I'm just going to clean that cover up. I didn't do that yet. And I'll put the cover on and we'll be finished with this. Alright, I got the fixture nice and clean. Still a little damp. Look at that. We are in business. So a simple light fixture replacement. Now, I'm going to paint downstairs. And I'm going to install the second fixture after that. I had a roller with some paint in it left, so I put it in a garbage bag, and it's still wet, so I just did our little area to do our light today. I want to get the light up. Okay, now that our paint has dried, what we're going to do is install our little mounting bracket, and then our ground screw. I'm going to use the old flat slotted screw. And then tighten these up. I only wanted to paint the area where the light is. I didn't want to leave the wires exposed too long. I'd like to have a light tonight. I'm not going to have time to paint in here, and it doesn't make sense to paint the wall first. I'd like to paint the ceiling first. And so I'd have to get organized for that first. I don't like to paint the wall and then paint the ceiling and drip on the side of the wall. But this is just to get our light in and finish both projects today. It's a Sunday. I wanted to do something today. So here's our hot. We'll put our ground. Push her back in there a little ways. I didn't bring any pliers out. Sometimes this will tighten the wire right up. And I'm jumping the gun. I don't want to tighten it up yet. I think what I'm going to do, see how many wire nuts come with the unit. Well, this came with 3 wire nuts, and so I'm not going to hook it this way. I'll use the wire nut, and we are hooked to the metal box. So I'll just screw this back in. I know that's how you're supposed to do it, but it's already screwed to the box in the back. And so we will take our cover off on this one and figure out how to do it. It looks like wall mount only installation. So it looks like it just snaps apart. So let me grab the directions. We'll pop the cover off. And on the back side, you see we have our 3 color wires here, which they're not stripped very long, so I think I'll grab strippers and strip them just a hair longer. About 3/8 of an inch would be good. Alright, I stripped the wires a little bit longer, and then on the bottom of this fixture there's a little colored screw that I didn't see. And then the cover, yeah, the cover comes right off. And on this model, the LEDs are under this cover. This is really light. And yeah. So it's kind of neat. There's not much to them anymore, you know. So we just hook them up ground to ground. White to white, black to black. And this fixture is going to be quite low down, I mentioned, so I guess we just have to deal with it, you know. That's what's here. Pretty hard to move this box up. I think behind this wall is a closet. And it's not really the closet, it's like the studded wall is right here, so it's not something easily moved, you know. And then white to white. The sun was out a little bit ago and I thought it'd dry out, and then it just started raining again, so good day to do these little undercover jobs here. Get our wires back in the wall, in the box. And then we have to adjust. Like this can be mounted. Looks like it could be mounted either way. Yeah, we could put it in upside down. And it looks like the cover will go on no matter what. Because what that would do is it'd move it up. That would move it up higher. It'd put it up here. If we put it there, it'll lower it down to 6 inches. So I think I want to put it on upside down. And then I gotta spin this in a mile. Yeah, that ought to work. And then I've got somewhere a rubber washer, and then the white cap. My only complaint with this type of fixture is it doesn't, you know, hold it plumb unless you crank it in super tight. I could get a level, but I think what I'm going to do is get a tape measure from here to the trim. Be right back. And we'll just get it straight with the trim. We got 5 1/8, we got 5 1/4. That'd be quite a bit different. 5 3/16, 5 3/16. Tighten it down. And the rain's picking up. Darn it, I had another project I want to do. So, before we go any further, let me flick the light on, make sure it works. Let there be light. Well, Tiger ran out. He's not supposed to be out here. He was bad last night. He come in quite late, like 9 o'clock. 9:30, we couldn't find him. And he ended up being out in the woods. It's probably not too good. So now this goes, sits on the top. And then this set screw comes up from the bottom to lock her in. So I think we probably start the screw. Don't drop it. Yep. And bring it in a little ways. Now we can do it. Yeah, if I put it the other way, I think it'd be down really too low. And this is on. We'll tighten her up. Awful close to the wall. Get your fingers in there. Mounts a lot like a bathroom type fixture where it has the screw go behind a little angled piece. Let's see if it's going to catch it. And it didn't. Why not? Let me measure that. They look different. This one sticks out 3/8 of an inch. This one sticks out 1/2 an inch. So these two screws, looks like we can take it off and put this larger clip on the bottom. I don't think it matters that the light fixture's upside down, but I don't want it this low. I'd rather have it up higher. So I'm going to pull that off, take the screws out, and flip the clips over. I don't know if you can see that, but on the back side here, there's 2 Phillips screws. And if I don't drop them, we'll just switch the hardware over. That's what we'll do. Loosen them all up. Wonder why they did it that way, why they couldn't have had the same length to begin with. We'll get it. Be right back. Here we are 5 minutes later. I just flopped them end to end. I don't know why the clips aren't the same length, but just tighten them up. And the screws are stainless, so they won't stick to a magnetic screwdriver, and they're really tiny, so be careful you don't drop them. Okay, so now the hole is down here. If they had them drilled both ways, you could just flop it over. But we're going to do this. Push the excess wire back in the box. And then make sure, yeah. I'm going to put that rubber washer and the plastic nut on. And we're going to remeasure. Looks quite crooked. Yep. There. Lock her down. Now this should work, right? Take the screw back off. Now that should lock on there pretty good. Yeah, I wish it was up another foot, but that's fine. You don't need a ladder to put a bulb in, right? Actually, you don't put a bulb in these. 50,000 hours, sure. Maybe we don't have to deal with it again. Well, it's definitely catching this time. Doesn't move at all. Let's check and see. Woohoo! What do you think of that? So now that's our 2-fixture light install. Remove the old one from here, put a larger one in. I'll get you back away so you can see. That looks pretty good. Nice and bright. And our other one, see the rain let up, it's wet here now. Just enough to make it miserable, right? And there's our light fixture up above. So R&R, we took one off, put one up there, modernized it. The light fixture that was up there is no good. And I used this one, we're out of $10, garage sale find, brand new. Looks good on there. I think the horizontal lines kind of go with the grids in the you know, the door there. So I'm happy, looks good. Thanks for watching. Just a simple little light install. I painted the body on this, but I want to do the ceiling, and this is just plywood up here. I want to do this, probably the gray, and then I'll do the green. I'm probably going to upgrade something here on this switch. There was no light up in the ceiling. How do you get one up there without destroying the walls? And that's something I'm going to be doing too. I might even just box it in. I don't know. We'll figure out something. And then that's a transom. It works fine, looks fine. It's got a little bit of overspray on it up there, I see. Clean that off and paint it. I don't think we'll have to put a window in there. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.